I was just seeing who's all out here tonight, man. Hoping to have a nice little global connection with y'all. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I've been kind of resting and researching, looking into just different things to do with my channel here. And so, I was just running this, giving it a little test and seeing what y'all think, man, about just, you know what I mean, just letting go of your old life and taking risk and trying to find something a little more meaningful. Man, maybe you need to, you know what I mean? Because when I was living in an apartment last time, man, I'm just telling you, man, not everybody has the same path in life, man. Let me start off with that. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has, and much love, bro. Much love, bro. Man, hopefully your phone charges, man. We up at let's see what I'm at right now. I'm at 52% still right now, so it's holding a little charge. So I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right, and but yeah, man, I just wanted to kind of make a little video about like what leaving behind the Matrix has done for me, and what tapping into a lot of different knowledge, a lot of different information of things that were to come with the financial system and the housing crisis and everything, man. I've been on this path of knowing for over a decade now. Like since well before even 2013, but we can even just call it that. But yeah, so but yeah, about 2000. Well, right about the time 2019. You know what I'm talking about? Came around. That whole time I'd already seen that all coming. I had already done seen all that coming, and that's when it finally came. That's when I was like, all right, man, peace out, yo. I'm gonna go adventure in life, man. I'm gonna do exactly the opposite of what they want us to do, man. They want us to stay at home and this and that and this and that, bro. And that's when I was originally like, all right, let's be rebellious. Let's do the exact opposite. Let me leave my apartment behind, bro. Let me sell off these cars I got. Let me downsize my life and go live it the way I want, man. Because it was eating me alive being up in an apartment, you know what I'm saying? What's good, everyone, man? Much love from the West Coast right here. This what I'm talking about right now. I was in Billings, Montana. That's where I'm from, you know what I mean? I did 5 years of felony probation out there. Thank God, man. Thank our infinite creator for the design for my life and what I've had to go through and what has allowed me to, man, have this and talk about all kinds of experiences that I've had in my life, man, from coming from a very wild city to, just being adventurous, getting out there, leaving that home state behind when I was only 19 years old. You know what I mean? Leaving all family behind, I had some events that led up to me needing to do that for my own sake, for the most part, and like others, and like just, going out there. And man, it all happened for a reason. I ended up meeting the messenger out there in Seattle. I went to Seattle and Everett and was just traveling around all over the place, man. And anyways, fast forward, went back to Montana and got caught up on in some dumb stuff, man, and did my time for it, and still was a very very heavy learning process I was going through, man. Them 5 years I did on paper really, bro. By the end of it, I was on a much better path. I'll put it that way. Um, there were times where I probably went. There were times where I went further back. Well, on probation, there were times where I was wilding out a bit too much, man, doing stuff I wouldn't condone y'all to do. You know what I mean? I wouldn't try to tell y'all it's cool or something. Like it's not. So yeah, I'm extremely grateful to be where I'm at, man, and to for me to be able to follow this path that I'm on, man, of not coming from a bunch of money or anything, like, man, I had to let certain things go in order to grow, man. Man, you lose the battle to win the war. You feel me? Sometimes you have to let certain things go. Sometimes you have to lose the battle that you think you're in to win the war, man. And who else is who's studied into a little bit of some art of war and stuff like that, man? Anyways, I'm a breath. Man, I got so much knowledge up in here, man. It's crazy, but it's because I've dedicated this life to me instead of the system, man. Just like I said, man, when C-19 lockdown was out, man, they were telling everybody to stay home. Like I said, I did exactly the opposite. I stopped renting right then and there, man. I was like, man, I see where all this is coming and everything, and you think you have control over, man, bro. I'm gonna live the exact opposite because I already done seen all this coming, man. Look at where we're at now. You know what I mean? There's so many people that can barely even afford to stay in an apartment, man. There's people that are losing their homes and stuff too. Like, bro, I chose to leave it behind years ago. You feel me? So like, to me, I'm just trying to be encouragement to other people maybe that want to just go out and experience something else in life, man. To take risk, to do something different, man. Do something different than just the everyday hustle and bustle of this matrix that we all in, man. Because I tell you, real growth starts from within, man. You gotta have time for yourself. And once you have worked on yourself, through love of yourself and the attempt to send love to everyone regardless, man. And oh man, what happened? Sorry, I didn't see y'all comments, but yeah, man, so many things, bro. I've had it's kind of like I can't. It's almost like I mean, it's what really is gonna end up happening is I'm gonna end up making a website. So I would love to do something like something like the Patreon type of thing or like something like that. Some of these people be making extended cuts, where they can have more raw, authentic, content that really dives into things because oh, I have a whole lot to talk about, man. I got a whole lot to talk about that between, you know, like, well, I mean, starting back at like 6, 7 years old, on up to, throughout my teens, my 20s. Wild, bro. Oh, man. And then, towards the end of my 20s is when I started to figure it out. I'm 32 now. I'm only 32 up in here, born in 93. So, yeah, man, I'm just extremely happy to be able to try to influence some people out there and something good, something looking into. Man, like I said, I like to tell people to check out my playlist section, bro, because it's got so much in there, bro. It's impossible to even make y'all like, bro, like I just pray some more people kind of check out my playlist section to see a lot of different things of where I'm coming from because I've spent I mean this Ascension information I've basically been on since 2017. So 9 years now. It was about this time of year. It was right around this time of year, 2017, when I had like fully dove into my real reason for being here, man. I'm a life path number 7. I've always been a knowledge seeker, and that's what I am. That's what I am. That's what I've done. So this platform has so much on there, man. If you check out my playlist section, y'all, I cannot wait to get a computer for y'all, man, so I can start doing some real different stuff up on here, man. I cannot wait. I got a little security gig that I'm working right now. You know, it's 3 days a week. You know, I cannot. This path I'm on, I cannot even I can't even get a normal job. Like even if I tried, man. Like okay, I'll get the interview and all that, man. I'll go up in there and man, my bro, it doesn't work. It's not for me anymore. I started working at 13 years old, man. I know all about that, and that's one of the things that I had to let go. And yeah, I still got to make money. I still got to survive, you know. But man, I've paid just over $9,000 on my 2.5 acres of land. I owe just under $6,000 now, so 5,000, whatever. But tomorrow I'm gonna make another payment, and that's real, man. It's a struggle out here without an address and everything. Man, I'm telling you, like I had to leave the land. I've been off the land for months now. Like I got my vehicle and I left. I had to go somewhere to find some work, you know, cause I just haven't been able to find like a normal job, man. I'd be you know, doing painting and mechanic work and tire work, you know, things like that. Like, um, yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm just trying to tell other people, you know, like, not everybody has the same, you know, not every, and especially not everybody's here to just, man, follow the system, everything that they want you to do, and this and that, man. Like, sometimes well, and really all the time, but certain people ain't finna grow, man. Certain, you know, there's people out there that, you know, like, and, you know, our one infinite creator, man, bless their souls with the love and light, anyways. Because you know what I'm saying? We all got different roles, and that's one thing we gotta understand instead of, you know, trying to look at things with judgment. You know, instead of looking at things with judgment, we gotta understand that, man, everything's happening for a reason. You know, some people have got it a whole lot worse than me, a whole lot worse than me, man. And like, you know, karma's a big thing and everything, and man, like, it's just time to let go of the hate, the ugly, man, that dark density energy. And we're moving on past that, getting ready for the solar event that's been promised by 35 different ancient prophecies, man. You know what I mean? So, I know I've been going all over the place. You know, just having a good night, man. Just happy to be where I'm at versus where I could be versus where I was. I might hit a little cigarette, a little bit of weed here and there, but I'm so thankful to not be a drinker anymore, man. So thankful. So thankful to not be a heavy drug user of any kind. No, very thankful to not be on any medication. You know what I mean? Nah. Yeah, so I hit, you know, two things that are grown from the earth, bro. Yeah, this one's got a whole lot worse going on with it, the cigarette. It's a lot worse than the Mary J, but at the same time, though, it's not as bad as the alcohol. So I would take this and coffee over being drunk any day. So, I mean, I ain't complaining. I'm doing everything I can do to make it through on a positive note. That's what I'm doing, man. So, anyways, much love, everyone. Much love. Yeah, I'll see if anybody else comes up in here, man. I just need to get a little, oh, this is what happens when you're spiritually blessed. Bro, when you're spiritually blessed, seems like to the higher degree, like the more financial struggle you'll probably be up under going through these times, because our we can't just we're not of this world, we're not of this system. The system isn't right, so we got to do what we got to do to maintain. Man, sending y'all peace and love and light. Man, the light and love of our infinite creator. Everything's happening the way it's supposed to. Ain't nothing happening out of the ordinary, man. Everything's happens for a reason, man. There ain't no coincidences and none of that stuff. And, man, like, just, man, be strong in the faith of our one infinite creator, God. Man, find that love and light within yourself, yo. That same love and light as within Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Yahweh. Man, that's what time it is. We finding all that within ourselves, man. That's the real spiritual awakening, man. Once we start to tap into this consciousness that, man, it's funny that Anonymous, I'm going to talk about this real quick, man. Anonymous put a post up today that was saying, man, like, the more you know, like, the crazier they look at you. They look at you as you crazy the more you know. And that's okay, man, because the more we know, the more we really truly know, just not what we think we know, but what we know from within, Man, from within, once you find that, bro, ain't nothing touching you as far as what others think and stuff. They trying to bring you down and whatnot, man. It's like, bro, I found myself. We gotta stop the negativity, man. Once you find yourself, man, that love and light from our infinite creator, like I said, Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, however you wanna look at it, man. That all really doesn't matter, man. It's all about living in that love and light, bro. As hard as it can be. And man, you know when a brother from the streets, you can take you can take the dog out of the streets, but you're gonna have a hell of a time taking the streets out the dog. You feel me? That's real. So yeah, I've had a whole lot of growth, man. I'm very, very, very thankful for that. But I just call it how it is, you know, like I I believe in peace, but I still visualize violence. Cause that's what's going on. There's so much of it going on. That's what you it's hard to ignore. But you know, I have faith and we will find peace, bro. You know, through all the things going on out there, man, I got faith that we'll find peace, man. Whatever it takes for that to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with whatever it takes to find that peace, bro. We gotta come together during these times, man. We come together during these times. We unstoppable. Cause that's what these times are about, man. It's taking back our own power, bro. This world, taking back the world, bro. We are our own saviors. We are the ones we've been waiting for, bro. We gotta put the boots on and step up and be ready to fight for what's right with peace and love. Man, we can't get all physical about it and all stupid about it, man. We gotta do it right. Man, there comes a time when you got to stop fighting fire with fire, bullets with bullets. You know what I'm saying? Busting out them slugs for thugs. You know, like man, we gotta do it. We gotta be better. Yeah, man, doing a whole lot of rambling on, just trying to pray, reach anybody out there, man. All right, man. Peace and love, y'all. I'm gonna have to come up with a different topic and whatnot.